Om Shanti, morning murli, 30th May. Sweet letter of Bap Dada for sweet children. Essence, sweet children, the Father has come to fulfill all your pure desires. Sweet children, the Father has come to fulfill all your pure desires. Ravan fulfills your impure desires, and the Father fulfills your pure desires. Question: what will be the final state of those who disobey the Father's Shrimat? What will be the final state of those who disobey the Father's Shrimat? Answer: those who disobey Shrimat will be taken home by the evil spirits of Maya to the sounds of Rama is with you. There will then be very severe punishment. Anyone who does not follow Shrimat will die. Dharamraj will take the full account. This is why the Father gives you children very good directions. Children, beware of the wrong directions of Maya. It should not be that you belong to the Father and then perform sinful actions, for there would then have to be 100-fold punishment. For there would then have to be 100-fold punishment. Not to follow Shrimat and to stop studying is to have bad wishes for yourself and not have mercy for yourself. Song Solutions to Shiva. Om Shanti. Devotees sing this praise of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. They even say, "O God, O Shiv Baba, who said this?" The soul remembered Baba because the soul knows that he has a physical father and also the Parlokik father Shiv Baba. Only once does he come and incarnate in Bharat. People sing, "O purifier, come and make impure, corrupt beings elevated and pure." However, none of them consider themselves to be impure or corrupt. Not everyone is the same. Each one's status is his own. The story of karma of each one is unique. One cannot be same as another's. The Father sits here and explains, because of not knowing the Father, you have become such impure orphans. People say you are the purifier and the bestower of salvation for all. People say you are the purifier and bestower of salvation for all. So how could the Gita or the Gangas be the purifier? Who made you so senseless? Ravan, the 5 vices. Everyone is now in Ravan's kingdom. That is, they are all in the cottage of sorrow. The heads have so many worries. Everyone is unhappy, and this is why they call out, "O Baba, come and take us to heaven. Make us constantly free from disease. Make us into those with long lifespans, full of peace and wealth." The Father is the ocean of peace and happiness. This cannot be the praise of human beings. Human being says, "Shivo Aham," means I am Shiva. Shivo Aham of themselves, but they are impure. The Father explains, you say that the Father is omnipresent, but nothing seems to be ring true with that idea. Even devotion could not continue because devotees remember God. There is only one God and many devotees. When they all say that I am God, when they all say that I, God, am in pebbles and stones, and their intellects become stone. And their intellects become stone. I have to come. He has the pure word established through Brahma, the father of people. These are adopted children of Brahma, the father of people. There are so many children. The number of them will continue to increase even now. Those who become Brahmins will then become deities. Previously you were Shudras. You then became Brahmans, the mouth-born progeny of Brahma, and you will then become deities and warriors. This cycle continues to turn. Only the Father explains this. This is the human world, whereas in the subtle region there are angels. There are no tree there. The human word tree is here. Therefore, the Father comes and places the urn of the nectar of knowledge on the heads of the mothers. In fact, there is no nectar, this is knowledge. The Father comes and gives the teaching of easy Raj Yoga. The Father says, I am incorporeal. I enter the body of the number one human being. He himself says, only after I enter the body of Brahma can there be the Brahman community. Brahma is needed here. The resident of the subtle region is the subtle Brahma. I enter this gross one in order to make him into an angel. You too become angels at the end. You Brahmans have to become pure here. You will then go and take birth in the pure world. You don't indulge in either type of violence. To use the sword of lust is the strongest violence through which human being experience sorrow from its beginning, through the middle to the end. People have been using the sword of lust from the Copper Age onwards, and it was from that time they started to fall. Human beings have knowledge of devotion, of studying the Vedas and scriptures, and of performing worship. They speak of knowledge, devotion, and disinterest. It is only after devotion that Baba inspires you to have disinterest in the whole world, because this impure world has to be destroyed. This is why you have to forget all bodily relations, including your own bodies. So connect your intellects in yoga with me alone. Let your practice be such that you don't remember anyone else at the end. You are inspired to renounce this old world. Only the Unlimited Father inspires you to have unlimited unification. Everyone has to take rebirth. How else would there be so much growth? The people of Bharat receive power from the purity of those who have limited unification. There can be no other land as pure as Bharat was. This is the birthplace of the Father. However, people don't know how the Father incarnates or what he does. They don't know anything at all. They speak of the day of Brahma and the night of Brahma. Day means heaven and night means hell. They don't know this. The night of Brahma is also the night of you children. The day of Brahma means it also becomes the day of you children. Everyone has become degraded in the kingdom of Ravan. You children are now receiving salvation from the Father. At this time you are the children of God. Brahma is the son of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, and you are his adopted children, and you are therefore the grandchildren of Shiv Baba. This child, Brahma, listens to everything, and you grandchildren also listen to it. This knowledge will disappear. Only the Father comes and teaches you Raj Yoga. The parts of sannyasis are separate from the parts of you who belong to the original eternal deity religion. Therefore, the lifespans of the deities are long. There is no untimely death there. Their deities are soul conscious, not God conscious. Then when Maya enters, they become body conscious. At this time, you are soul conscious and also God conscious. You know that at this time you are the children of God. You also know the occupation of God. This is pure pride. This is pure pride. To say Shivoham of yourself or to say that you are God is impure pride. You have now come to know yourselves and also God from God. You know that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, comes every cycle. It is He who gives temporary happiness even on the path of devotion. All of those images are non-living. All of those images are non-living. Whatever pure desires you have when you pray, I fulfill all of those pure desires of yours. It is Ravan who fulfills your impure desires. Many people learn occult powers. Those are the dictates of Ravan. I am the bestower of happiness. I don't cause anyone sorrow. People say that God gives happiness and sorrow. That is also defaming me. If it were like that, why do they call out to me? God, have mercy and forgive me. You know there will be a lot of punishment from Dharamraj. The father explains, children, there is no essence in the scripture of the path of devotion. You no longer enjoy devotion. You don't even say, oh God. You don't even say, oh God, souls remember the Father with their hearts. This is the soundless chant. This is the soundless chant. The incorporeal Father speaks to souls. Souls listen. If you say He is omnipresent, then all are God. The Father says, your intellects have become stone-like. Human beings are very afraid of receiving bad wishes from their Guru. The Father is the bestower of happiness. The Father does not have bad wishes, nor is He without mercy for the children. When children don't follow Shrimad or don't study, they are being merciless to themselves. The Father says, children, remember me, your Father. There is no devotion in the golden and silver ages. It is now the night, and so people continue to stumble around. This is why it is said that there is darkness without the Satguru. Only the Satguru comes and tells you the secrets of the whole cycle and how you were deities who then become warriors, merchants and Shudras. This is how you completed your 84 births. You took 8 rebirths in the golden age, 12 births in the silver age and then 63 births in the copper and iron ages. The cycle has to turn. Human beings don't know these things. The Bharat was the master of the world. There were no other lands at that time. When the land of falsehood begins, all other lands come into existence. Look how much battling and quarreling etc. there is now. This is the word of orphans. They don't know the Father. They continue to cry out, oh God. The Father says, I only come once to purify the impure word. People thought that Bapu, means Gandhiji, was establishing the kingdom of Rama and gave him a lot of money. However, he never used that money for himself. In spite of that, the kingdom of Rama was not established. The kingdom of Rama was not established. This one is Shiv Baba and he is the bestover. He simply explains that destruction has to take place. Rather than other things, use your money in a worthwhile way. Open centers, etc. Put up a board. Come and claim your inheritance of heaven from the Father in a second. The Father says, only by remembering me will you become pure. This cycle should turn around in your intellects. Only Brahmins become protectors of the sacrificial fires. This is the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra, not a sacrificial fire of Krishna. There are no sacrificial fires in the golden age. This is the sacrificial fire of knowledge. All the rest are sacrificial fires of devotion. When they have a sacrificial fire, they have so many types of scriptures. They make a pickle out of all of them, means they mix them all up. That cannot be called a sacrificial fire of knowledge. Baba says, I have created the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. Those who follow my directions will receive a big prize of the kingdom of the world. I give you children the gift of liberation and liberation in life. Baba says, you have said of human beings that there are 84 million spices to go through. Whereas of me, you have said that I am in every particle. Nevertheless, I uplift everyone and become their server. By following the dictates of Ravan, you have been insulting me. This drama is also predestined. You children now have to follow Shrimat at every step. The father gives very good directions. Maya gives you bad directions, and this is why you have to remain cautious. If after belonging to me you perform any sinful actions, you will receive 100-fold punishment. With the power of yoga, you will even receive a pure body. Sannyasi says that souls are immune to the effect of their action and their bodies are impure, which is why they go and bath in the Gangas. Oh, but if souls are not real gold, how could their jewelry be real gold? Baba says, if souls are not real gold, how could their jewelry be real gold? At this time, even the 5 elements are Tamo Pradhan. The spiritual government of yours is the greatest. However, you don't have 3 square feet to land to do service. But I make you into the masters of the world. I give you such a kingdom of the world that no one can cause any complications there. You become the masters of the sky, the ocean, and everything. There are no limits there. There are no limits there. You have now become completely poverty stricken. You are now becoming the masters of the world once again, and so you have to follow Shrimat. If you don't follow Shrimat, you die. If you don't follow Shrimat, you die. Then the evil spirits of Maya will carry you home with them to the sounds of Rama is with you. Evil spirits of Maya will carry you home with them to the sounds of Rama is with you. There will be a severe punishment. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children says Namaste, good morning to our sweetest spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First, serve the yag with a lot of love. Serve the yag with a lot of love. Follow Shrimat at every step and claim from the Father the fruit you want, which means the kingdom of the world. Second, destruction has to take place, so use everything you have in a worthwhile way. If you have money, open a center and become an instrument to benefit many. If you have money, open a center and become an instrument to benefit many. Today's blessing, feel Baba's hand on your head and take a blessing. May you be merciful like the Father and serve with your mind at a fast speed. May you be merciful like the Father and serve with your mind at a fast speed. Baba is saying, you can increase your treasure of blessings received from the Father at the confluence age as much as you want. Simply continue to give them to others. Simply continue to give them to others. Just as the Father is merciful, become as merciful as He is. Not just with words, but with the attitude of your mind. Through the atmosphere, give souls with the power you have received. Since you have to complete the task of serving the whole world in a short time, So do service at a fast speed. The busier you are in doing service, the more easily you will become a conqueror of Maya. The busier you are in doing service, the more easily you will become a conqueror of Maya. Slogan: those who serve at every step with their content and happy lives are true servers. Those who serve at every step with their content and happy lives are true servers. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.